Today I will teach class 7 chapter 4, that is heat. In day-to-day life we observe different type of objects that are very hot or as well as very cold. So a object is hotter than other or colder than other object. Here the term that is temperature is introduced to know about the hotness and coldness of the body. So the temperature is the degree of hotness or coldness of any object. When a body gives out heat, its temperature decreases. It means that body is colder than before. If a body absorbs that amount of heat, which means the temperature of that body increases such that the body is said to be hot. So here the question arises, how we differentiate between the body is hotter than other or colder than other. So here is a new term, that is measuring of temperature. So it is done by an instrument that is called thermometer. So thermometer is the instrument that is used to measure the hotness and coldness of any object, or simply we can say that thermometer is the instrument which is used to measure the temperature of the body. Here the next is types of thermometer. We have two types of thermometer here, that is clinical thermometer and second is laboratory thermometer. Clinical thermometer, you can see here, I can draw. So the clinical thermometer is a thermometer which is used to measure the temperature of a human body. So here you can see, here is a long narrow tube that is made up of glass. This tube contains a bulb that is filled with mercury and a long tube that is here, that is called capillary tube. Here the scale which is used to measure the temperature in clinical thermometer, that is degree Celsius or Fahrenheit. Generally we are dealing with degree Celsius scale. So the degree Celsius scale ranges from 35 degree Celsius to 40 degree Celsius, as you can see here. The Fahrenheit scale which is used earlier, the ranges from 94 degree Fahrenheit to 108 degree Fahrenheit. If you have a thermometer at home, you can see the reading of Fahrenheit is written here. If you see the construction of this thermometer, you can see a bulb. Here it is a king. The capillary tube is filled with the mercury, and here is a red mark that represents 98.6 degree Fahrenheit, and 37 degree Celsius is the normal body temperature of a human body. You have to keep in mind the 37 degree Celsius is the normal human body temperature. So here now the question arises, how we read the temperature in a clinical thermometer. Firstly, to measure the temperature of your body, you have to wash that thermometer with the antiseptic solution. Then keep the thermometer from outside, the side other than the bulb. Here it is the bulb, and you have to put the thermometer from the other side. So firstly you have to wash, then put the thermometer from other side and jerk that. That jerk is very important because it helps us to make the mercury below 35 degrees Celsius. It should be placed here. Here is a king there. The function of this king is it prevent the falling of level of mercury from thermometer. So that king is very important. So next you have to place this thermometer from the side of bulb under your tongue and note the reading. You can see here is a big mark between two divisions, that is 35 and 36, and between 35 and 36 there are small 5 divisions. So by calculating this, one division equals to 0.2 degrees Celsius, because we have one division between the marks, 35 to 36, that is one division, and between these divisions they are divided into 5 parts. So 1 by 5 is 0.2 degree Celsius. So you have to note the reading of your body temperature. You can calculate, you can find or measure the temperature at the home of your parents, your siblings. So note that temperature on your project file. A different type of people and note their temperature. So there are large number of precautions that can be taken while using clinical thermometer. Firstly, you have to wash that thermometer before using. Secondly, you should hold that thermometer from opposite side of the bulb. You have to give few jerks to the thermometer before using, because it helps to below the level of mercury below to 35 degrees Celsius. Don't hold the thermometer by bulb. Avoid keeping the thermometer in sun or near the flame, because it can be break. So here are some different points regarding the clinical thermometer. Now I will move to the laboratory thermometer. Laboratory thermometer is the instrument which is used to measure the temperature of the objects. It ranges from -10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. You can see the diagram here of the laboratory thermometer. It ranges from -10 to 110 degrees Celsius. Here the two bigger divisions consist of 10 small divisions here. You can see while reading from laboratory thermometer, firstly place your laboratory thermometer in water, immerse it completely, hold it vertically and wait for the moment when the mercury of the thermometer becomes steady. Note the reading of between the marks of the thermometer. While doing these measurements with the laboratory thermometer, you have to do some precautions. That is, it should be kept upright, and the bulb should be surrounded by the substance whose temperature must be measured. Bulb should not touch the surface of the object, or the surface of the object in which you have to place the clinical thermometer. So here laboratory thermometer. So here the diagram, you can see a bulb similar to the clinical thermometer. Here is a mercury, there is a glass tube and the capillary tube. The range is from -10 to 110 degrees Celsius. You can see this diagram in your book also. It will be helpful for you to understand more about the clinical thermometer as well as laboratory thermometer. Here is some point of similarities between laboratory thermometer and clinical thermometer. You can see here. Here is a bulb in both the thermometers. Here is a glass tube. You can see in both the thermometer. There is degree Celsius scale in both the thermometers. Mercury is the liquid which is used in both thermometers. It is made up of glass tube. But there is point of differences also, you can see. Firstly, the point of difference is here is a kink in clinical thermometer, but there is no kink in the laboratory thermometer. The point second is there is a range is different. That is, in clinical thermometer 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius, but it is -10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. So there is difference between the range. Third, clinical thermometer is used by doctor to measure the body temperature of human, but the laboratory thermometer is used to measure the temperature of the objects. So here is the differences and similarity in laboratory thermometer as well as clinical thermometer. Now the question arises, why mercury is a liquid which is used in these thermometers. So here is the answer. Mercury is used in clinical thermometers because firstly, mercury does not stick with the glass tube. Second, mercury is silvery grey material which is shiny to represent the body temperature. Third, it expand or uniformly. The mercury is expand uniformly. Fourth, mercury has wide range of temperature. So these are the also when thermometer break, mercury can be collected easily. So these are the main points that can describe why mercury is used in thermometer. But here we have a digital thermometers which are used in day-to-day life to check the body temperature of human. Here is no need to use mercury. You have a digital thermometer at your home. You can see there is a bulb, but there is a plastic body outside, and the temperature of the body can be seen through numbers. So digital thermometer can also be used to measure the body temperature of human. There is no use of mercury inside digital thermometer because there are lot of disadvantages of having mercury. It is very poisonous because sometimes it breaks, thermometer breaks inside your mouth, so mercury go inside. It can be very dangerous or disastrous for you. So digital thermometer can also be used, which is without mercury. Here I had discussed about the measuring techniques of temperature. I will discuss with other topics in next lecture. I will join the PDF file along with this video. You can write the work in classwork as well as homework notebook. Thank you.